Oh, you have to record. You just record.
I got it.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Today is Tuesday, June 11th, and we have a group of incredible moms who are going to be on here talking about their experience using this system, the results that they have seen, both physically and maybe touch a little bit on financially as well. So our product line is very diverse. It's not just shakes, it's not just cleanse, it's a combination of a synergistic system that works together to give you long-term results. And Brandy, she has the system set up and ready to go over each product for you. First, I was gonna quickly tell my 30-second story. So before I found this system, before I found Isagenix, I was a college athlete that became a full-time tax accountant and mom to two. I was carrying an extra 15 to 20 pounds of bloat. I was exercising quite often. I had seen naturopathic doctors. I had had a colonoscopy. Like, I was dealing with so many digestional issues and this extra weight that I just could not get off, no matter how many runs I went on, no matter how much I went to the gym, no matter what kind of crazy cleanses I did, and I did a lot. I did actually the Tiami cleanse, and I ended up having to go to the hospital because I got a blockage in my digestive system. So I was trying everything, and when I found this system, it came to me as a complete surprise. I was very skeptical, but I decided, it was time for me to really, really, really see results. And within a week, I felt 10 times better. I was happier. My stress was reduced. I wasn't craving so much wine to help me just unwind every night. I began to lose weight. My first month, I lost 5 pounds. My next month I lost 7. And then the results just continued from there. And ever since that day, now almost 3 years later, I continue to feel better and better every single day. I had a third pregnancy in that time. It was my best pregnancy by far. For once, I didn't have preterm labor. I was able to exercise the entire time. I had a wonderful delivery. I only gained 25 pounds versus 40 that I gained in the first 2. And within 6 weeks after having that baby, my third baby, Scarlett, I was back to my pre-pregnancy weight, and I even had abs poking through. And now, nearly 2 years after having her, I feel amazing, energized, and it's just such a better way of life, which I'm sure you'll hear from all of the other moms on this call who will tell you how they've reduced their stress, how they've leaned out, how they've gained muscle, they're able to sleep better at night and just enjoy all those special moments with their children. So I'm going to turn it over to either Brandy or Hillary, whoever wants to pop on and tell their story. Hillary's going to tell her story now. All right.
Okay, hey y'all. So so before Isagenix, I was and still am a mom. I have 2 boys and I have 2 stepkids, and I'm a military spouse, and we literally move every like 1 to 3 years, and so tired all the time. I was definitely over exercised in the gym, 4 to 5 times a week, doing like Metcon workouts, like really, sweating it out. I was running probably 2 half marathons a year. So training in between that. So pretty much, running high miles every week. And just could never get what I thought was the last 10 pounds off. So I watched Ellie for, I guess, 2 years. Didn't know what she was really doing, but I just watched her, and she just, had 3 little kids. She was a Navy spouse like me, someone I could relate to. I saw her transform, and she was so healthy and so happy. And I just knew that I wanted what she had. I didn't even really care to even know that much about it. I was at that point where, like Ellie said, I'd tried everything. And I had kind of just chalked it up to, like, I'm approaching 40, I'm getting older, and this is just going to be the way it is. And so my diet was fairly healthy, but I also kind of had the mentality of, I exercise to work off what I overindulge in. I was definitely consuming way too much wine. I also had the mentality of sometimes I would just have wine for dinner, and that was my diet. So Ellie introduced me to this system, and it has completely changed my life. I would say the most important thing is that I have a completely different relationship with food and alcohol now, that I still enjoy good, bad foods that aren't the best for me, but definitely in moderation. And I don't overindulge. Same with alcohol. And so I've just found that balance, and that's been great. Within the first month, I dropped, I think it was like 8 to 10 pounds, and I want to say like 18 inches. I had incredible results very quickly. I started working out when I was probably 15 years old, like got really interested in working out and exercise. So this in a month uncovered, 20 years of what I've done in the gym. And I just was hooked after that. I felt great. I was sleeping better. My energy was definitely up. Within days, my energy was up. The cravings were gone for all the bad stuff, like especially the sugar cravings. I have a huge sweet tooth. So that was a huge thing for me. And that, like within, I'd say 3 days, was gone. I never felt hungry. So this was easy for me to stick to. And then I just continued on with it. And 90 days, I had lost 20 pounds and over 25 inches. Which that then in turn, like I said, I've tried everything. So I just had to tell everybody about this, which turned into me building a business with this. And now in 10 months, I've made over $57,000, and it's just completely changed my life. And I do believe without wealth, it's hard to have true health, because without being financially stable and financially comfortable, you're constantly going to be bogged down with stress. And that's a huge part of being healthy. You can eat healthy, you can exercise, but you've got to eliminate the stress. And I think so many of us have financial stress. So I also was in debt. I mean, I still am in debt, and I'm working on that, paying off student loans. And this has helped me really take a big chunk out of that. And work to get all that paid off. So.
Hillary, I just wanted you to add, if possible, you went to college and you had these student loans, and yet you were never able to really use them in the career sense because you became a military spouse. So this has kind of allowed you to really be a career woman and have your own thing without having to sacrifice any of your time.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So I went to college. I have my bachelor's degree in sports management, kinesiology. I met my husband in my last year of college, and, we got married and started moving across the country. And so, yeah, we've literally moved. Every military move we've done has been from one coast to another, and now we're overseas. And so, I was definitely felt fortunate that I was able to stay home with my kids. But once they went to school, I wanted to go back to work. Well, at that point, it had been, 6-7 years since I graduated. I had no experience. I have a college degree. It does not matter. I mean, it does not matter if you have a college degree and you don't have experience. No one wants to hire you. So I went back to school to go to pharmacy school. I took some prerequisite classes that I needed. Things got hard. My husband deployed. I quit school. And so then I decided to open up an Etsy shop. And as much as I enjoyed creating, I was definitely trading a lot of time for not a lot of money. It was kind of nice to have something for myself, but I literally was in my garage from 7 a.m. till 10 o'clock at night, covered in sawdust. And I mean, I can only imagine the amount of toxins and stuff that my body absorbed in that year and a half that I had my Etsy shop. Then we moved overseas, where I can no longer, it's not allowed to do that over here, as far as to ship things back to the States. You can't ship things for business with an APO address. So I literally prayed because I knew I needed something in my life. And like I said, I believe that God brought Ellie to me through, years of Facebook friends, through Navy spouses. And this opportunity has been I'm beyond grateful and blessed. And if I can do this, anyone else can. And I just want to share it with everyone and help everyone get to where I'm at.
Absolutely. That's so great. And I think you and I have a similar story in that we felt like we were at a breaking point, and we were both praying really hard, and this came into our life right then and there. And when it did come into our life, it changed things really quickly, because the product is so good. It's so extremely effective, and the compensation plan is mindless. It really is set up so that anyone can be successful, go to college, didn't go to college, work in tax accounting, stay at home mom, whatever it might be. Doesn't matter what your background is. It's literally mindless and has training steps along the way. So if you just follow the system, if you follow the training, if you do the simple tasks, then you can create an incredible income for you. Like in Hillary's case, $57,000 in 10 months. In my case, over $250,000 in 3 years. Like the opportunity is incredible. So thank you, Hillary, for sharing. I know Randy's going to share her story now too.
That was so amazing that you guys made that much money. I'm on my way. So I'm the third person. So it was Ellie, then Hillary. I enrolled underneath Hillary. So before this came into my life, I was, a struggling mama. I've struggled with my weight my entire life, you guys, since I was 5 years old. I weighed 98 pounds when I was 5 years old. I remember seeing that report come from my kindergarten teacher thinking, when I grew up, and I was like, was I really that big, Mom? And she was like, yeah, you were the chubby kid. So I just was struggling with my weight my entire life. I've tried every program out there. Some of them, they work, but I was lacking something. I was missing energy and just confidence and muscle tone mainly. I've gained a lot of muscle with this program. But anyway, so I was at the gym 5-6 days a week for the past 10 years after I had my son. I'm 37, so it's hard to get the weight off. And I was getting close up to 200 pounds again. And I was like, that is not going to happen. Well, 2 years ago, I was approached by a girl at the gym where I worked, the YMCA. And she tried to get me to start Isagenix with her. And I said, no, girl, I don't need your shakes. I can do this on my own. Little did I know, I was wrong. I can't do it on my own. Our foods are nutritionally bankrupt. And to this day, I'm a living proof of that. Like, our foods are lacking nutrients. I hear every day in people on Facebook Messenger, oh, I just want to eat real food. I can do it with that, do it that way. And I'm like, okay, you're me. I tried that. It didn't work. For me, like, the first month was amazing. I lost 18 pounds. I'm now in my 9th month and I've lost 25 pounds and 21 inches. Isagenix has done so much for me mentally. It's given me confidence. It's helped me to grow personally, like as a person. To help other people is my passion now, where I was selfish before and only thought of myself. I now think of other people and what they need. And this is a gift, and I have to pass on this gift to other people because it's literally changed my life. I've earned close to $20,000 since I've started since September. So, I'm getting there. I'm helping people, changing lives. And God has blessed me with this opportunity as well. I prayed and prayed. We're in military as well, also a Navy family. And we moved to Florida from Washington a year ago. And we bought this expensive house that we have here. And my husband's about to retire. And I'm like, what am I going to do? I don't have a college degree. I have no job. So I put resumes out there everywhere. I got a job at Winn-Dixie Pharmacy, making $12.50 an hour. The day I was supposed to start my job, I just prayed and prayed and prayed. And I just kept watching Hillary's transformation. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to message Hillary because I think she's got something I don't know about. I mean, we both did another company together before this one, and I had no luck with it. So I said, you know what? If she's having these kind of results, I trust her. I've known her for almost 8-9 years. I'm going to do it all in. So I lost the weight because I knew it would help my business. So results are what make your business. So with Isagenix, it's proven. It's a proven wellness solution that has worked for almost 1 million people now at this point. If you go to one of our events, you will notice out of that entire 5,000 group of people that were in Phoenix, that I thought maybe 5% were overweight, more like bigger people. So just being in a room with that many healthy people tells you that this company has something that others don't, that it's not, it's not fake. It's the real deal. And if you want real results, you need to come try our products because they really do change your life mentally, physically. Like I said, I mean, look at that. Like, I had this teacher jiggly arms before. I'm not like barely even flexing, you guys. Like, I have muscle. I'm like, and I work out half of what I used to. So I'm living proof that this works. Anyway, so I'm going to mute that person. But yeah, I'm really, really excited for this opportunity to share with other people because someone out there is looking for this solution. And if we don't tell them that you guys don't know about it, I mean, I can preach all day that Isagenix is great. Isagenix is great. But until you see the results, like all of these women on this group, then you have to trust it. Oh no. Hold on. What happened?
That's okay. Sometimes it gives us a little timer, but we'll be able to wrap it up in 10 minutes.
Okay. I was like, what the heck? It cut me out.
Yeah, sometimes it does that. Did Sheena want to share her story real fast as well?
Sheena, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, you guys can't probably see me, can you?
That's okay.
There you are.
You can just tell your story. That'd be wonderful.
Okay, sounds great. So before Isagenix, I think my family and I were we're kind of a hot mess. My main thing was I was drinking a lot, and it was normal to us. Like, I would drink a bottle of wine, you know, a night, no problem. And my husband, you know, he was drinking, you know, just about the same or probably more, but we were a wreck. I think that it had gotten to the point where we were so stressed out and we were overbooking ourselves with things. We're a part of a lot of different clubs. I'm a 4-H leader. I'm part of a division for a committee here. My husband's a Cub Scout master. Our kids are in 4-H, Cub Scouts. I'm a kickball coach and a part of a league. So we were stressed out. It didn't help that we were drinking all the alcohol. Weight we were gaining. It was pretty sad, because now that I go back and I look at all the pictures, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, why didn't anybody tell us that we were so just out of shape, like just miserable people? But we started the program probably at our worst times in our lives. And I was just looking at Hillary and Brandy and thinking, oh my gosh, they're happy. They don't seem stressed. Like, our two main things is that we are drinking too much and we are stressed out. And it's going to basically break our marriage apart if we don't find some kind of solution. And so my main thing was, I need to start taking care of our health. And when we started doing the program, my husband was not involved. He was, you know, we were at our worst. So we weren't getting along. He was basically like, okay, you're going to spend all this money on this program. Okay, fine, whatever. But then he started seeing me lose all the weight. And he was like, hey, can I try your shakes? I was like, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. And then I was like, okay, you need your own shakes. You need to get on the program by yourself and, you know, stop taking all my stuff. And so we've lost, he's lost 26 pounds. He started a week after me, and I started on March 9th, and I've lost 18 pounds. I went from like a size 10 to a size 5, and the stress it's gone now. I used to have really bad anxiety. But I mean, this has completely changed our lives. We actually are now able to manage all the clubs that we're involved in, and actually not have, like, we really quit pretty much drinking altogether, which has been great for us as well. So it's definitely changed our lives, and I'm sure that we give the kids a lot more attention now than we used to. You know, we were giving all our attention to, you know, the crap, the alcohol, the junk food, and just feeling, you know, horrible.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's amazing. I think that a lot of us, as we all kind of reiterated, have been in those exact shoes, and it's kind of like a domino effect. When you don't feel good because you're not taking care, because you're not taking care of your body, you then turn to other outlets, and what's an outlet that you turn to? Most people will turn to alcohol, or maybe they'll turn to TV, or maybe they'll turn to coffee, or maybe, you know, it's not going to be something that's good for you, right? And it's not that people on Isagenix don't still indulge and have fun and drink alcohol. It's that we don't need to reduce our stress because our body is balanced. We feel good. There's no craving for that alcohol because we're not overwhelmed anymore. And the two number one things that keep people awake at night are stress about your health and stress about your finances. And we have a solution for both of those two things, right? So if you're not stressed about your health and you're not stressed about your finances, you're going to sleep a lot better. And I know Brandy could quickly show everybody her incredible display of products right there behind her, and show how much comes when you invest in this health system, how many great things we have to offer.
Yes. So we have about 4.5 minutes left, so I'm going to be kind of quick. This is basically a value pack, which is our best pack to start with. because you get what you need, the vitamins. I don't know. Let's see everybody. So these have been a game changer for me, and I know a lot of people are like, the value pack seems so expensive, but you guys, your health is worth it. I see so many people spending $20 a day on junk food. This is included in your 30-day membership with all of your protein. You get 4 canisters of protein. I mean, 4 of these, you guys. It lasts 30 days or a little longer. You get a box of bars. This is the Lemon Passion Crunch, which is my favorite. You get a box of energy shots, natural energy, versus think of a 5-hour energy, but a healthy version of that to help kind of kick your caffeine cravings. I put it with a LaCroix, and that's like my every afternoon thing. You get your natural accelerator to help boost your metabolism, and your Isoflush kind of help keep you regular. And your Ionic Supreme, which is the Happy Mommy juice. I use the canister. I just throw it a scoop in my shake every morning and blend it with the green. Lifesaver. So, so good. And then we have the Cleanse for Life, which is the, I only have one. It comes with 2, but the Cleanse for Life is amazing to help get you all cleansed and all the toxic things out of your body. And then you have the probiotics and enzymes, which are an add-on to the pack to help digestion. It comes with a blender. Our fat-burning chocolates, sea salt and caramel, is my favorite. It's so good. It has B12 and green tea in it. And then our snacks in a bottle are what you use on a cleanse day to help you get through that, tough day of not really eating a lot of food. Which we can go into cleanse days if you want. If you want to explain that really quick, Ellie.
Yeah, well, so basically the system works together as a combination of things. And as we all have probably heard, intermittent fasting is very much the rage right now. And the reason why is because our body is so bogged down with food, with toxins, with things in the air, with stress, all of that it needs a little bit of relief from that. So our body can naturally cleanse itself through your liver and your kidneys, but not if it's backed up, not if it's overloaded, not if it has so much inside of it and so much stress on it. That's when we start to gain extra weight. You see that weight in most people around their face, around their nose. It starts to form in their belly. It goes around their organs. It's called visceral fat. That's when your arteries start to get blocked with dangerous fats. And so when you give your body a little break with intermittent fasting and a little extra help with natural aloe vera based cleansing drink that we have to offer, you see very quick results for your whole entire body as one. It helps your liver process things. It helps your kidneys relax. It helps those toxins be removed from your face and that visceral fat burn off around your organs. So it's really about detoxifying on the cellular level and aiding your body and its natural process. And so in combination with our meal replacement shakes, our greens, our vitamins, all of that, you're literally, getting your body back to its peak performance that you were when you were first born as a little child, where your body all works together. I mean, have you ever noticed how beautiful little children's skin is? It's clear and it's glowing because it doesn't have any toxins in it, right? And their energy is always high and their moods tend to be pretty good. So these are things that, you're getting your body back to them. You're reducing that adult stress that we have and all the things that you put into your body, like alcohol and all those things, you're kind of just recovering it from that. So that's why our system's amazing. And like we've all touched on, we were all drinking wine and alcohol and spending money. One bottle of wine is $10 to $20. And if you're drinking that, like Sheena said, you could drink that in a night and not even realize. And that's just on wine. You also ate food for that day. So this system is incredibly affordable. And I want to thank everybody for sharing your story. We're going to upload this to YouTube for everyone to watch it and to share with other people. So thank you all so much.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.